Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man. Giving you the truth. Me and the gray beard. Y'all notice the gray beards has got most of the wisdom on YouTube right now? If you really think that matters, look at my smooth skin. I'm like Coach Greg. Like I can see how smooth my skin is. Like when you look in the camera, you could tell like when you got smooth skin. Like my skin is very smooth. A couple little bumps, but my skin is smooth. And back to what I was saying. Oh shit, here we go. My messed up seatbelt on the other side. Hold on, let me rotate this camera. Seatbelt is off track on that side. So sometimes when I move certain ways, nobody could even be sitting there to just start beeping. But yeah, I mean, I'm noticing a lot of the wisdom on YouTube right now is coming from guys with gray in their beard. You know, so y'all need to be listening, especially y'all young guys. And I'm telling you, the young dudes that listen, you gonna do good in life, man. Cause YouTube, if you use YouTube the right way and not just be watching fart videos and stuff, you gonna be good to go. If you in your 20s, 30s, even early 40s, like I'm going towards my late 40s, I don't feel like it though. I can do everything, there's a shiny lip, that I could do my 20s and 30s. But what we talking about, we got a lot to talk about today. What we talking about on this one is how emotional affairs turn into physical affairs if you're not careful and if you're not cautious and if you're not alert. See, we talked about the other day, we talked about how guys be listening to their girlfriend and their wives too much. You know, when they get to barking, you insecure, you short, you broke, you're dusty. Don't listen to none of that. Don't listen to none of that. If they in a dude face too much, you check them. And when they try to talk, you assert yourself. You assert yourself. Like, I'm not taking that off you. I don't care about no. When our marriage vow, you ain't even supposed to make vows. So if you putting up with garbage from a woman over some marriage vows, I say this on the behalf of the Most High God. You need to read the scriptures and you need to see what the Most High has said about marriage. You can have multiple wives. You can get a divorce. You going by Moses said it because of the hardness of your heart. You taking the Messiah's words out of context. Taking it out of context. He wasn't saying that you couldn't get divorced. He was saying that back then, they reasons was petty. Like, their reasons was very petty. It wasn't the reasons that guys have now. Your wife didn't even come home last night. That's a no-go. No tolerance. I ain't trying to hear nothing. And then I'm telling you, man, we're going to get into some stuff today. We're going to get into some stuff. But regardless of what she tried to tell you, oh, it was just, I felt like you wasn't giving me no attention. And no. No, you had an emotional affair because you wanted to have a physical affair. And if he wouldn't have caught you, you would have went the whole mile and crying. You been a hoe, and you gonna try to cry your way into sympathy. Y'all notice? Sympathy. The word simp is spelled differently, and it's in the word sympathy. Now, I ain't got no boogers, man. I just, that's just a habit. I ain't wiping no booger. Ain't nothing come out. Look at her. She trying to get smacked to the ground. But emotional affairs turn into physical affairs. She'll tell you all that it wasn't you trying to make this into more than it really was. No, you liked it, dude. You liked it, that dude. That dude didn't do nothing for you. See, this how women be, man. This how women be. They want you to take care of them and give them the false image of marriage and just be a cook while they go do their thing. No, that ain't happening like that. You can divorce. Divorce is not a sin. Divorce is not a sin. Here's how it works biblically. A man can have multiple wives. A woman can only have one husband. If you have a problem with this, take it up with the Most High. Take it up with the Most High. That's the way it is. And our bodies reveal this truth. Y'all be having one egg, one period a month. We get over 2 million sperm cells a day. 2 million. So, listen. You can get a divorce. You say, well, you promote divorce. No, I'm not. I'm for marriage. I promote divorce in cases of disrespectful, uncooperative women, messing with other dudes, digging other dudes, talking about work up. That's all grounds for divorce. That's all. Any woman's behavior that will turn into her getting smashed and getting her insides knocked all around is grounds for divorce. It is. Now, the Most High set it up like this. I didn't make this stuff up. A woman divorces her husband. Anybody that marries her commits adultery. Well, I divorced him because he wasn't ambitious. He just didn't have no goal. He was trying to live off it. Those are bad things. But if you divorce your husband over that, any guy that gets with you is committing adultery. And committing adultery. So, emotional affairs turn into physical affairs. Don't give women sympathy that they not giving you. Don't do it. Don't listen to all that crying. Some of y'all might have to tell her, stop crying. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to. Nope. You can cry all you want. A lot of women will manipulate you with tears. They'll manipulate you with silent treatment. You got to be the type of dude that knows your worth. I don't care if you fat back Frank. If you got like 3 flaps on each side, you still got to know your worth. Patrice O'Neal, other than that swinging stuff, everything else, he had this down pat. He'll tell you himself. What people would say the handsome guy. He'll tell you himself. But he knew how to work. He knew how to get in their heads. And I guarantee you that the girl that he was with looked better than most of y'all girls. Let's just be honest about it. She was a weirdo, and I wouldn't have dealt with her. But looks wise, y'all basically taking. And looks don't really, like I tell you all the time. Looks, you don't want looks to matter too much, because you're gonna miss what you need to see in regards to women if you just focus on look. And I will venture to say that it's a very good chance that her sex ain't gonna be all that. If she's the girl that all the guys want, don't think that ain't none of them gonna get to her. They're gonna get to her. And the more guys that get to a woman, I don't care who she is, after a while, she gonna have to take alternative measures. She gonna have to get good with other techniques. Because a woman is like a house physically. Like if you beat on it too much, or you beat on them walls too much, or you stretch it this way too much, or you mismeasure when you doing this, that, and the other, she gonna be the same way as if you did it to a house. You ever see a house that the foundation shifts? Because when you start doing things to the house, like waterproofing the house, putting a roof on the house, if the proper measurements aren't taken, it's going to cause the house to shift and the walls to crack. Same thing with a woman. These guys, she having rough sex with horse wing ding Harry, and he poking every other way, and then the replica or horse wing ding Harry does the same thing, and then it's a repetitive cycle, and now she becomes one of those girls that we see on YouTube. Cheek Slaying Headquarters does a good job of showing the stuff these chicks be saying. They always want to take alternative measures because they washed up. They say, well, you washed up. You got ED. No, I don't. In fact, most guys don't. Sometimes things change in terms of you need to do different things and try different things when you dealing with the same partner, because women can say what they want, men and women. If you don't like kind of switch it up sometime, you gonna have a loss of enthusiasm sometime. Now men, I would say it's women more than men. Because men, you could see it, you could touch that heat and moisture. And you know what I mean? But they'll do and say anything to try to get your mind off how they be liking other guys. And I'm going to tell you, man, if you found a number on her phone, you found emails, you found comments, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. If you wouldn't have caught her, how far would it had it went? She said, well, you know how they are. They're always trying to divert. All we say is, what? No. But they put them paragraphs together, and they'll come up with some of the craziest stories. Well, the reason why I did it, because I couldn't handle the attention I was getting. You wasn't showing me no attention. At first, when she first come, I just love you, a hard working man, you this, that. Then, when guys start wanting to get some new meat, and they start talking to your girl, your wife, you ain't showing me no attention. Which one is it? I'm a hard worker, or I'm not showing you no attention? Oh, you ain't never here. Okay, I ain't never here. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna suck somebody's wing ding? Cause I'm working? Or she gonna suck somebody's wing ding cause you're working? Listen, man. Listen. If you don't get nothing else out of the manosphere, let's sum it up right now. Be careful if you get married. I would tell you not to. And if you want to commit to a woman, do a mind marriage. No paper. Where she start acting up, she got to go. Put your name on the lease by yourself. She don't cooperate with your program, dump, get her out of there. But what's messed up, man, some of them so psycho, they're gonna try to tear something up. Your car, bust your windows, Especially the ones that didn't want you to begin with. When you reject them, man, they act a fool on you. But I can say, I'm going to say this 4 times in a row, so you will get the drift. Emotional affairs turn into physical affairs. Emotional affairs turn into physical affairs. Emotional affairs turn into physical affairs. If you got to say it to her, emotional affairs turn into physical affairs. Now shut up and go do your job, which is not to tell me nothing. You're supposed to be faithful, loyal, sexual, cleaning, helping, however needed. Shut up. These chicks, man, I tell you, dude, I just be seeing faces, man. I be seeing dudes' wives, seeing people I worked with, seeing all these people like relatives. Shut up. You got 70 bodies. You should be glad anybody even took you out for Thos. You know, people, man. Let's wrap this up. You say, but I got a low body count. Okay, let's go back to how you treat men. As a matter of fact, you say you got a low body count. Okay, how many times you been fingered? 5? Okay, that's 5 right there. How many different dudes? 5. 5? Okay, you already there. But they ain't never go in though. If they touched it, and you, especially if you know, women be moaning, groaning, making all, that is body count, man. That's body count. But they never, I always stopped them. Yeah, you ain't stop them all. Somebody got a couple pumps. They got a couple pumps in. You know, I don't believe no woman in the whole entire world 100%, and I never will. I never will, because I've seen them all stretch the truth, lying, being selfish, being entitled. I saw them with my parents. The double standard, the fury over anything dealing with other women, but yet, well, you know, I ain't gonna put their business out there. Rest in peace to my father. But a lot of what I tell y'all is stuff I saw him deal with. I'm telling you. You know, he was always painted as the bad guy. But nobody else thought so. I mean, people love my father, man. My father was a nice guy, man. Like, he had a mean streak, but he was a nice guy. He was a hard-working guy. But he went through a lot in his relationship with moms. I'll be honest, man. I am put all that. Listen, he went through a lot. Like, stuff was being brought up that there was 20 years before, 25 years. I mean, that's how they do. That's how they do. If you cheated on your girl, you might as well just leave. You might as well just leave. If you had her thinking you faithful and you cheated, and she's so-called forgiving you might as well just leave, because most of them, they're going to try to get you back. They're going to get you back. And just think, if they get you back with a dude who come up to here, who can kiss his own, she gonna be done. I'm telling you, man. And it's not good, man. You gotta try to get these women to be honest. It's gonna be an uphill climb. Why? Because emotional affairs turn into physical affairs. And most of them will have those. The work husband, the dude she let him, he said, can I just touch your ASS? It's just so, I just want to touch it one time. Man, my husband will kill me. I ain't gonna tell him. Okay, go ahead. He squeezed that bad boy. And something just shoot up her spine. Give her the tingles. Next thing you know, they in the break room and he walking past her. Oh, excuse me. Take a little half hump. Next thing you know, he all up in there. And she, what do? Disrespect. Nothing is good enough. All you this, all you that. That's a sign that they either having an emotional affair or a physical. When that disrespect rise, when they go from complimenting you and telling people how good of a man you are to you arguing with them every second, nothing is good enough. They always trying to get you to go the extra mile. They usually do that when they're cheating. And emotional affairs is cheating. This is the truth, man. The channel is the no matrix, no simping, no letting them cry their way out and fool you when they be having emotional affairs. Hop on their heels. And if they don't respond right, dump them. It's garbage day. Yo, garbage man right up the street. Dump them in the trash. Thanks for watching. We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to come back with more videos. I'll see you then.